Now, here's the last pillar of communication of the 4 pillars of communication. Here's what it is, okay? It's proximity. The distance of your approach, the proximity of the approach. Because think about this, right? You never, ever want to approach a woman from behind. You're going to freak her out. You're just going to be like, what the fuck? She's going to freak the fuck out. She's going to be nervous. She's going to be anxious. And you're going to make her uncomfortable. And so it's so fucking key and so important that when you do your cold approach, you always approach from the side or in front. And so what you want to do is you almost want to like get in front of the girl. And if you're approaching from behind, what you want to do is you want to come up through the side and you almost want to like be angled in front of her. So let's say, for example, you know, the girl's walking. You want to get around her and get in front of her, but don't just stop her. You kind of want to like almost like walk with her with your body language angled at her. So let's say she's walking this way, right? You want to come up this way and you want to get a little bit in front of her, then like angle your body language so that you're like walking this way, but you're kind of looking back at her. So, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And you kind of just walk and talk and almost feels like natural, like, oh, hey, what's up? I just saw you. Hi, right? Now, let's say she's walking towards you. You want to get enough distance before you approach. Now, if you think you're getting enough distance, enough proximity and space between you, you're probably fucking wrong. 9 times out of 10, you're not getting enough distance. It takes the human brain 8 seconds to perceive a social interaction. So it's similar as driving, right? You want to be a few car lengths, you know, in front, like behind the car, so that way if you crash or you have to hand the brakes, you're not gonna like rear end them, right? Well, similarly with doing your cold approach, you want to make sure that you have a lot of space and proximity, a lot. I would say like as much as fucking possible. So that way you have time to get the right facial expressions, right? Make sure your body language is squared up and, perpendicular to them and, angled at them. So they know you're talking to you. They know, you're talking to them. They know that when you say, hey, nice to meet you, it takes their brain enough time to say, oh, someone's talking to me. They can hear the break and report tonality. They're like, oh, someone's talking to me. And they just engage. Then they know there's not a threat because there's a lot of space between the two of you. So they have enough time to feel comfortable and perceive safety in the social interaction. So it's very important you get a lot of proximity before you approach. And if you think you're getting enough proximity, you need more. And what you got to do is you got to make sure you have a lot of proximity. Like literally, I'm talking about like 10, 15 meters before you are even like next to the girl. You kind of like get a lot of space and then you get closer and closer. Hey, nice to meet you. Sorry, don't interrupt you. I just felt like saying hi. I like your outfit. Nice to meet you. Blah, 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 blah. And then they'll kind of start slowing down. Again, people feel what you feel. So you can start slowing down, right? If they're coming at you, you kind of start slowing down your walk in, kind of start slowing down. You can like kind of get into it and shake hands, right? And so it just seems like a natural thing that, oh shit, I just saw you and had to say hi. So you got to get a lot of proximity before you approach. Now, similarly, at nighttime, maybe you're at the club or the bar, it's a tight-knit venue, it's crowded, it's packed, you have to get very close. Kind of do the opposite. You got to get very close because they're not going to be able to hear you over the music. They're not going to be able to understand what the fuck you're saying if you're very far away, right? And so proximity is about calibration. It's about calibrating to the environment. But obviously, if you're doing day game versus night game, you want to get a lot of proximity because people aren't just used to having people approach them during the day. Think about who's approaching the woman during the day. Homeless crackheads, charity workers who are trying to get you to donate money or whatever the fuck, right? Some crackhead saying, spare change. You have $1, right? And other dudes who are hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Creepy dudes who might be catcalling them. And so by effectively getting the right proximity, you differentiate yourself from all these other weirdos, and now you're this articulate gentleman who's effectively communicating in the most effective way possible.